Shadow on the track. Let's get it. I'm a rock star type nigga, fucks bad bitches. See me in the drop cause I stay.
Welcome, everybody. It's your boys here at Moss Media Podcast Channel. It's your boy Q Fusion Reacts and my co-host.
What's good, y'all? What up? Dubble A Heff here. Another dose. Let's get it going.
All right. So, guys, if you guys have not heard about the slap heard around the world, you have missed a wonderful, crazy weekend where the Oscars took place, a beautiful event that got capsized by the illustrious actions of the well-beloved Will Smith and one of the more famous comedians of all time, Chris Rock, where Will Smith literally assaulted Chris Rock in public on broadcast television
in front of millions and millions of the Rock's fans.
Millions and millions
of the Rock's fans.
And slapped the taste out of his mouth.
No, get that right. He slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah,
that's a quote.
Slap the dog shit out of him. And so what I wanted to do, because I did get a request from someone who likes to listen to our content, to do our take, give our reaction on kind of all of this. I was hesitant to do so, but I figured let's do a quick little reaction, so that way we can kind of get you guys what Moss Media is feeling like this kind of shit came out to. So what we're first going to do is take a look at the uncensored cut, where obviously you can hear the what the mics didn't pick up from the fallout after the slap, right? So let's get into that. Do you have anything before I start?
No, just go.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Them and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please,
shit.
Lord. Jada,
look at the smile.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right.
look at yeah. But you just look at the vitriol. Look at the. Ooh boy.
Yeah. Jada looked like she looked like she ready to get plugged back into the Matrix.
Yeah, you see her. Right?
She's like she's like about to turn into Niobe. Jack me in.
He said, "Jack me in, boy." I hate you. Yo, and then look at the smile that you see on Will's face. He's having a grand old time. You know what I mean? And then we cut away from Will, and this ensued.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Nigga said, Richard? Jesus.
Wow.
Look at this.
Rewind that.
And then he walks back like he just accomplished some shit.
Yeah, rewind that.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this good?
Nah, a little bit further. Yeah, keep going. Like 33 seconds. 33.
Gotcha.
All right, there we go.
Richard.
Look. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, and then the strut on stage.
Just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Fucking God.
All right, yeah, pause it. So there's a lot to unpack there. I know it only took 7 seconds, but
to get into
there's a lot to unpack there. So, and obviously, I'm gonna do a much deeper video on this on my channel, but just for like reaction's sake for your channel, that's just crazy. Yo, he smacked the shit out that nigga. But the thing is like, like, my nigga, you was just laughing.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit was like,
yo.
What?
Yo, and it's like, yo, you could have said that. He could have just said that. He could have been like, yo, he could have yelled that without slapping a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's really how you felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, Will just showed a whole bunch of bitch asses, man. And there's a whole bunch of fucking fake ass thugs out there, wanna be fucking gangsters. And I've been seeing it all on my timeline today, and it's really starting to aggravate the shit out of me. Because you know what? That's the wrong message. Why? Because that's not defending your woman. That's not standing up for your woman. No, that's how niggas get killed. People talk about, the problems in the black community and what's killing us and shit. More black men will die this year due to a woman than from fucking COVID, than from a car crash. Then I could rattle off the list. These niggas is dying from bitches in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that happened in the street, that nigga would have caught a cap in his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. That's it. You would have been gone, nigga. You would have been obliterated. You would have been blasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know. And then again, that's my point. So then why are you doing it on stage then? Like, to Chris Rock. Man. You know what I'm saying? What if it wasn't Chris Rock? What if it was The Rock?
That is my biggest point.
You know what I'm saying? What if The Rock said that?
That's what I put in the group chat, man. I was like, bro, like I think my biggest problem is I have a whole bunch of problems of it. And as we mentioned, like, you know, this is kind of the nonsense that, you know, we get sucked into, yo. Like I don't understand how people think that this sort of reaction can be justified, right? Because if you put this on the onus on anybody else, right? I mean, come the fuck on, dude. Like, there's no way that you possibly think that a G.I. Jane joke. And by the way, G.I. Jane was, if I'm not mistaken, that movie won a ton of awards. So even if it was a joke, G.I. Jane was a huge fucking what's it called? A huge symbol for women empowerment in the early 90s. So
G.I. Jane was a great movie, and not to cut you off, and like, she was a badass character too. And number 3, Demi Moore looked. Demi Moore made fucking shaved heads look sexy. Yeah, bro. I wanted a piece. I wanted a piece. It's not like he was like I wanted a piece. Like, I don't understand. I was hungry. Like, how you gonna take that in a negative way? You know what I mean? Like,
and then also too, she didn't, not to cut off either, but she didn't have. I mean, first off, he didn't have the context about alopecia, because I guarantee you that if he knew that, while yes, he is a very, you know, no holds barred, you know, comedian, I'm pretty sure he probably would have pulled that joke off the table. I mean, there's a ton of things you can crack on Will Smith and Jada Smith and Jada on. Like, he wouldn't have to go there if he obviously knew her circumstances. I saw somebody mention something about he did a documentary on how the importance of hair for black women and whatnot. Guys, it's a G.I. Jane joke. If we live in a world now where if you can sit back and just you make a joke and that automatically incites violence from somebody and gives you the right to basically slap the taste out of somebody's mouth on air, in public, in a situation where you need the proper decorum to act right, like I just don't understand where we're coming to in a civilization. Like everybody else, I'm pretty sure everybody else in that crowd was not thinking, oh, this was done in malice.
Yeah, no,
right? There's nobody that clapped after he got slapped.
No.
Like, if that's the case, if that was such a warranted approach and such a warranted reaction, then yeah, there people would have been like, oh yeah. You go, Will. You go, Will. No, it's the people that are sitting in the background doing all of this, you know, the like you said, the fake thugging, like, oh, you know, you ain't a real man if you're not protecting your woman from what? You're protecting your woman from Chris Rock?
Yeah.
He's 5'10", 150 pounds, soaking wet.
And he made a joke. Like, come on, yo, jokes are jokes. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some jokes go overboard. It's a totally different scenario if she's been struggling with like stage 3, stage 4 cancer.
Yes.
And that way, and that's why she's bald or has like short hair, whatever the case may be. But that's not the case. You might say, oh, well, alopecia, but yeah, that's not terminal. I'm saying not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Hey, again, I'm not, you know, the smartest man in the room. But to my knowledge, it's not. And because if it were, I don't think she'd be at the goddamn Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Even though Will knew he was going to win his first Oscar, because you know, for the most part, everyone knew he was going to win for that role, which he should have. And he also, hey, while we're on the topic, he should have won for Pursuit of Happiness, man. That was a phenomenal movie. For sure. He put his foot all up in that. even his son. I think his son did win an award for that movie. But I digress. I digress. Basically, you know, my issue is with all the dudes, like again on the timeline, like, yo, yeah, stand up for your woman. Like, that's not how you do it. Like say for instance, if that were me, right, and that was my wife, I would not react that way because again, like one, keep in mind, he's a comedian. We all know who Chris Rock is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This ain't new.
Yeah, there's nothing new here. So you know what? Some people say jokes. Like for instance, I remember like one of the year at the ESPYs, you know, Peyton Manning was hosting, and he made a joke about Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook when they had like split up, and then everyone was dying, but KD was just like, you know what I'm saying? But that's my point though. Every award show, no matter what, you always have a funny guy up there talking some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to take it, and then that's what really set me off when Will gave his acceptance speech and was apologizing because then he's saying like, oh yeah, you know. To make it here, you got to go through all of this, and people saying all of this. But you just showed that you can't. You stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and that's thank you for segueing into that. That was kind of the next bit I wanted to get into because this honestly, the biggest thing for me is that that disappointed me about this whole thing is that, well, for one, I'm seeing comments from people of color, Black people, who are actually saying like, oh yeah, this is what we needed to blacken up the Oscars like this.
What?
It's like,
whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's insane. Like there are actually people out there who are applauding this to say like, yeah, this is how you get real at the Oscars. It's like,
no,
what the fuck? First off, you didn't want to be you didn't want to be a part of this because you said that there was no inclusion whatsoever.
Like 4 years ago,
and like now that there is more representation at the Oscars than ever before, you think that this is a great look. This represents the very same people that you want to be at the Oscars. Like, come on, man. Like, guys, we got to stop this. Like, you know, we got to stop perpetuating nonsensical things because this ruined what was supposed to be an amazing night for people of color, Black people especially. You know, in the Oscars, there was what's it called? His Questlove was Chris Rock was about to present Questlove with an Oscars for an amazing documentary he did based upon he was kind of looking at the trials and tribulations that can be attributed to what was happening in 1969 and how they compare to what's going on like kind of now, right, in the inner city communities, and where that like it's kind of like, oh, you think it was, you know, yes, obviously things have gotten better, but there's a lot of similarities that can be, you know, connected between then and now, between the 1969 and now. So for the fact that somebody like Questlove, you know what I mean, who is another person who's a staple in this community, right, was about to get awarded this, you know, a prestigious award. Now that gets ramrodded because you see Chris Rock's reaction after. I mean, he can't even present it right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And God bless him because he was a tantamount fucking pure professional, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up apologizing.
Yeah,
because that's how much of a you know a guy, you know, I don't want to say a class act, right? Because you know nobody's perfect, but essentially that's the kind of, you know, professional that he is. But like this, man, this type of Will Smith, like this type of energy, that's not manly man. That's not like manly men don't go around, you know, just, you know, swinging on people just because, you know, they take one look at their wife and say like, oh, no, honey, that wasn't. We're not laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not laughing now. Oh, so what you want? What you want me to do? As soon as you go into that mode where you're at the whim of your wife's behest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the dangers that can ensue, like you mentioned before, like what can happen, you know, when you put your life on the line with nonsensical shit like this, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
But, you know, I have a few issues that I definitely want to touch on in this video. So one, I don't like that Will Smith did it again to Chris Rock. Would he have done it to a quote unquote Caucasian person? I don't want to inject race. Because you know, race, I talk on my channel all the time. Race is not real. It's a man-made construct. White, there's no such thing as white. There's no such thing as black. I'm not the color black. These headphones is black. My skin color is not black. You know, go on and on and on. So anyway, I don't think I could say the same. That if it would have been freaking what's that guy named Davidson? Because he's a comedian. If it was him and he would say the same joke, I don't think that he would have did it. Not to mention Pete Davidson's 6'4". I mean, he's still skinny as hell, but still Caucasian. I don't think he would have did it. So again, I don't like the fact that he went up there and slapped Chris Rock. I don't want to see a quote unquote black man on the Oscar stage slapping a quote unquote another black man.
Absolutely.
That's not a good look. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if you want to be a man, you know what men do? You know, they speak to each other. You know what I'm saying? You go up to Chris and you like, you know what, honestly, Chris, we really don't appreciate those jokes. You know, she has a lot going on. Whatever the case may be, you had that conversation and now it's done. And unless they had that conversation already, and then he went on to do that, then all right. And okay, then all right. That will be in bounds. Do I believe that to be the case? No, not quite. But again, obviously, I don't know all the details. Not to you. No one
wouldn't have laughed like that, like the way he laughed.
Yeah, nah, he would have been like, "Oh hell no, this nigga did not just say that after I didn't told this nigga."
Yeah, I told you, Ninja.
Yeah, so
you ain't gonna play with me today, man.
Yeah,
play
so that's
with
one thing. I don't like the whole the quote unquote black on black thing, especially on the world stage like that. I don't think that's a good look, and I think it's disrespectful. Again, because Chris Rock's been around a long time. I mean, although Will has too, but I think you know, at the end of the day, a dog is going to bark. You know what I'm saying?
Comedy took a big hit with this shit, man.
Yeah, a dog's gonna bark, a comedian's gonna make jokes, and that's just how it is. And then the next thing I wanted to touch on is that as far as people saying, "Oh, Chris," like Shannon Sharp, I heard today was saying, "Oh yeah, if I was Chris Rock, I would have, you know, hit him with whoop de whoop and all that stuff." And, you know, I'm like, you know what? No, I mean, I'm sure that people are out there that would react that way, but also I don't think that would be an acceptable response either, because again, based on what I just said, now you're just compounding it.
Yeah.
There's one thing.
A business decision for him too.
Exactly. No, not at all. Because this is like the third or second Oscars he hosted, or not hosted, but was a part of. You know what I'm saying? No, it would have compounded things, because now you got this one guy slapping this guy, and now they're because if Chris swings, it's a fight.
It's a melee. Yeah,
it's a fight already. Now they got to come and break it up and you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. So no, that's not a good idea. You know, that's not good at all. Yeah. Why sully the goddamn image of the goddamn Oscars? And you're not even that, just yourself. Why sully your own damn image? You know, so people saying Chris Rock is a bitch for not doing that. No, I think Chris Rock is very poised and calculated. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's very aware.
Yeah, and he had greater scope than Will, because Will was obviously functioning purely through his emotions.
Yes, for sure.
So, and again, that's brothers. That's why we always say on this channel, well, not on this channel per se, but the Moss Media. We on Moss Media right now?
We are.
Oh, all right. So yeah, on this motherfucking channel. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was on your channel. My fault, man.
No. But I am gonna leverage this on my channel.
I'm gonna take a whole different approach. But anyway, we say it all the time. You know, like, you cannot let your emotions get the best of you, because you will find yourself in very precarious situations. Will Smith is lucky, one, Chris Rock didn't press charges, because he could have, and some people would say he should have. I wasn't shocked when I found out that he didn't.
Right,
I knew that he would have, because
he took the high road.
Yeah, Chris Rock is from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. That's not how we get down.
Yeah,
you know we don't call the cops and shit like that. No. We'll handle that. You know what I'm saying, on site type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and second, Will's lucky that he still has the award up until this point. Because honestly, if they took it from him, I wouldn't be against it. And don't get me wrong, I love Will Smith. I grew up watching Will Smith in his movies, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all that stuff. You know, I have a ton of respect for him. I lost a lot with the whole entanglement shit, but obviously he's in Hollywood, and that's how they get down. But you know, same goes to Chris Rock. I have a ton of respect for them too. You know, I mean, for him too. So you know, but hey, if they were like, you know what, you know, you infracted upon the rules, you can never, you're disbarred from the Oscars, and we're you know, Reggie Bushing you and taking your Heisman away. I wouldn't fucking bat an eye, because that's on you, man. You get what you deserve. If that was anybody else in real life that did some shit like that, that's what's going to happen. So
every action has a consequence, man.
Exactly. So you know, Will, you know, made that decision, whether it was with your emotions or in haste, or whatever the case may be. But you're a grown man, and you need to be held accountable for your actions, and that's just it.
Yeah, man. No, what we'll do right now, and now that my co-host spoke on it, he did still receive the award for Best Actor, in which he provided a very emotional acceptance speech. So I kind of want you guys, if you didn't have a chance to take away and see the Oscars from last night, just to here's a snippet of the acceptance speech.
Will Smith!
Oh my God. Just real quickly, man. Like setting fire to the rain, yo. Where's Adele when you need her, man? Like this shit crazy, bro. Like she set full fire. You go, boy. You go get that award. You go get that award. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't rub her head after he got done.
Yeah, right, Franklin. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, baby. Yeah, come on, man. I'm gonna get canceled, bro. It's all right. Fuck it. All right, John, take it easy. I mean, nobody's making fun of John Travolta. Like, come on, man. John Travolta ball too. I'm sure people are pounding his ass for going ball.
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh man. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family.
Oh my God.
In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world.
I'm sorry, man.
What?
I'm sorry.
Aggravated assault?
Yo, I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry, man.
Aggravated assault? Why
yo.
call it?
Yo, first, did you see King Richard, by the way?
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, watch that shit. That shit made me cry. No homo. Like that shit. That shit
Will
was.
Smith is a hell of an actor.
He did an amazing. No bullshit aside. This man deserved that Oscar.
Well, he deserved the Pursuit of Happiness too.
Yes, that he did. I cried at that one too.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
like that motherfucker like killed King Richard, and I didn't want to watch it. I was watching it, with someone, and they were like, yeah, let's turn on King Richard. I was like, I don't know, this whole, the whole entanglement shit gave me a sour taste, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch this ninja in a row. I put it on, I'm fucking crying at the end. Like it was that good. So to come forward, and yes, see, look, guys at Moss Media, we do shed tears, guys. Just so you know, we're not fucking.
Oh yeah, right.
We're not fucking emotional bandits that just never. I'm not emotional bandits that just walk around like cyborgs and never.
Yeah, no, we got emotional.
So yeah, just a little tidbit in that. You know what I'm saying? The tears do come out every once in a while. Just not every day like you hoes want us to do. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, once a year.
Yeah, at most. So anyway, my issue is right with this is that he's sensationalizing and actually putting on a comparison between what Serena Williams and Venus Williams' father went through, right?
Yeah.
To slapping a well-known comedian, a fellow man of color,
mm-hmm.
in a 3-piece suit,
mm-hmm.
probably worth over $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
On in primetime fucking broadcast television, he slapped the god taste out of his mouth, comparing that to the fights that I'm ensuing.
Yeah,
like what? Are you kidding me? They grew Serena Williams and Venus. You played the role. They grew up in the depths of Compton. You were getting your ass beat on basketball courts. Like, so you're telling me this is the equate. So maybe, and I think this is what the slap was. I don't think it was the joke necessarily. I think it was like, how long ago was the entanglement shit? Like 2 years ago? Yeah. I think it was a culmination of all of the backlash this guy has gotten for not putting his foot down years ago.
Yeah.
When all this crazy shit was going on, and now Chris Rock pays for it on in live TV, and that to me is the wackest shit. And this is why I will continue to say that shit was corny, bro. Because if you wanted to, there's a ton of Hollywood motherfuckers that live down the street from you that you could have easily pulled up on, that were a ton of comedians that you could have easily pulled up on that were talking shit about you and your wife for the last 2 years. And I didn't see none of those little YouTube, Facebook videos that you were doing where you were talking about positivity and living your life like it was golden. I didn't see none of them where you were pulling up fucking, CJ style, going crazy like it's Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, going crazy, slapping people like you ain't got no sense, bro. Man. Like there's no, like, come on, man.
You ain't got
like this is crazy. This is absolute crazy. The fact that right now he is about to go on a sensationalized, emotional tangent, or sorry, speech about the trials and tribulations that his woman has ensued on him.
Yeah. That
he allowed his woman to ensue on him, and he has now fully come around to victim mode. Like it it is really troubling to see this man who has always been, in my eyes, like you've mentioned, a man of that I've been able to look at and respect. I mean, obviously we don't idolize guys like that, guys in general, right? But at the end of the day, like you do look at guys and go, damn, man, like you're doing your thing, man. Like, and so to see this man get to this point, bro, to this point,
Yeah.
like is
What
insane.
I would like
dude.
to add to that too, because obviously, I like to always bring things back home, and home is the audience, and I know that the mass media page gets more female viewership than my page does,
Which is crazy.
My page is like 70% dudes and 30% women. I think mass media is like 50-50, close to that. So but I'm always talking to the men, and nothing against the women, but I believe that you want to solve a problem, you got to go to the root. So brothers, this is why you nip shit in the bud, 1, and you don't let shit linger, 2, because you wind up getting to that point, because we all have a point, and it might culminate in you slapping the taste out of someone's mouth, or it might wind up with you killing your wife and your kids and some. No, that's how this.
No, man. Hey.
So no, if someone, drop some fuse bombs on me. Drop those fuse bombs. So I'll say it again. Very simple. If someone does something that you don't like, nip it in the butt. And I don't mean you have to be aggressive with it. You don't gotta be like, oh, yo, what the fuck? So you know what I'm saying, like, no, just be assertive. Like, well, hold on. You that might slide with other people, but not with me. So that's just it. And if that person doesn't want to get with the program, then whatever dealings you had, that's it. We done. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't gotta curse anybody out. And then second, when you let the shit linger, you're gonna take it out on somebody. And did Chris Rock deserve that? Why? Well, first of all, I can't answer that. Only God can answer that. I don't know what the fuck he deserves or doesn't deserve, or any man for that matter. But did he transgress on Will and Jada to the degree in that moment where that was an acceptable response? No. No. So no, brothers, you don't want to let that be the case. So again, nip shit in the bud, be a man about yours. Will, like you said, he was the subject of much ridicule over the past couple of years because of the whole August Alsina shit, the entanglement and all that stuff. And you know what? She's out there using that, and she being Jada, using that to like boost her fucking platform for her Facebook show, whatever. And she's all in front of the camera while Will's in the back crying and shit like that. Nah, dude. But I know Will knew about the entanglement. It wasn't like she was out there cheating. He knew. So I don't even know why he was sitting there crying anyway to begin with. Why? Oh, probably because it was all staged and it was a way to get her up. Because at the end of the day, Chris Rock said it years ago when Jada said we're going to boycott the Oscars. He said, well, honestly, is it boycotting if you weren't invited? Will was invited. I saw that. Will was invited, not you, Jada. So I think Will did all that with the entanglement shit, and exposed himself and their marriage just to, bring a D-level celebrity up. And again, I'm not knocking Jada Pinkett Smith.
I don't know about D-level though.
Well, she's D-level. Because she is. Come on, but like maybe back in the '90s, she might have been like
Oh man,
but only
not D-level, man.
Nah, Mike. The issue
maybe like a B-, man.
Nah, Mike. Listen to this, and this is the issue that a lot of quote unquote black people have, that they don't understand this. So basically, I say D-level because even in the '90s, at the peak of her game, she was only starring in certain types of movies, quote unquote black movies.
Okay.
So that's a very small demographic. So you are D-level. Like again, if you are a country rapper, and that's what you do, but it's only like the whole country, the majority of the country listens to country western.
Okay.
And that's a fact.
Okay.
So you can never be A+ if you're a country rapper, or like or if you're a Christian rapper.
Right.
You can never be there because you the team you're on just ain't going to get you there. So like Gabrielle Union is a D-level actress, right? And she's been in a lot of stuff too. Bring It On again. She's still bringing it on. Yeah. Now she's coming on D-Wade's back because she's a transsexual. Allegedly.
Yeah, this guy wilding out, man.
Allegedly.
Canceled, man. Oh,
Gabrielle Union is gay. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I'm out here, man.
But anyway, no, man. Like,
Yeah, I'm out. I'm about to teleport out of here, bro.
But no, she's D
This
level. She's
guy's
D level, bro.
wild.
She's D level.
No, you know what? When you say it like that, that actually makes complete sense. I don't want to deter you from your point, though.
Has she ever been nominated for like any big time?
I
Exactly.
would not.
That's what.
I would not.
That's
No. That when you say it like that, that makes complete sense. I get where you're coming from. I think I didn't look at it from that perspective. If I really take a look at its core, I mean, you know, do I think that most of mainstream society knows about her work? Like, you know, the not the table talk and all the marriage shit with like Will Smith, but like as far as like her actual like, you know, resume and shit. Like, no, I don't think. I don't even think even close to a quarter of
Nope.
Caucasian American knows about her.
No. Or Set It Off. Set It Off is one of the greatest movies I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, man.
You know
No, that was a good answer. I saw it late too. I saw it later in life, and I was actually a dope. And I rarely ever watch movies from like back, like, you know, too many years past, because it's just me with my. I have like a thing against like looking at the fashion from like the old days. It fucks me up, man.
Oh, I love it. I love watching
I
the
can't.
old films. Well,
No,
I'm
no,
a film head, and
Yeah,
obviously
no,
that's why I'm like diving into, you know, cinematography and all that stuff, because I love that stuff. But yeah, but like you were saying, you know, Jada, most people wouldn't know her freaking catalog, especially like
Yes.
younger kids nowadays. They're just like, oh, they probably don't even know her name is Jada Pinkett. They just call her Jada Smith.
Yeah, that's what I just called her. I just called her Jada Smith.
Nah, every time I say her name, it's Jada Pinkett Smith, because I remember before the Smith. Because I remember when they got together, I was mad as fuck. I was like, damn, nigga William took my bitch, man. Like, no, what the fuck, man? Damn, man. I wanted Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy how this has turned, you know, what's that?
But even with the baldy, she looked good though.
Yeah, see, but that is my fucking thing, man. Like she does not yo, you said it. Like, she does not have stage 4 cancer, man.
Exactly.
Like she is not struggling. Like alopecia. Okay, hey, look, I understand that as a man, I may not understand what a woman's, you know, hair means to them.
But she had short hair for mad times in her life.
Right. But I mean, she's probably been suffering from alopecia. It's probably like been a degenerative type thing.
No, but I mean, like, even in the 90s when it was like in vogue for like black women to have short hair. Like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, she did that.
We don't know how long she's been dealing with this, but even still, man, she has been living life, man. She had her children embraced it. They all cut their hair. Will did cut his hair. Like, they all embraced, you know, the fact that she's going through it. Granted, I understand that this may be a sucky time for you, right? It's not fun, but let us take grand scope of things, man. Like, there are people, okay? There are people in Ukraine. Look at the conversation we're having. Like, we're having a conversation about Will Smith smacking fucking Chris Rock on live television. Mind you, there is in a whole nother country, there is a whole fucking war going on. There are people losing their lives on a consistent basis, and you're getting upset.
Yeah,
you're getting hot and bothered because he made a G.I. Jane joke. Yeah. Not saying you got. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, you about to blind out the light that bald ass head of yours.
Exactly. Because it's not even like it was so like if he would have been like, bowling ball or something like that. You know, direct about like her head.
Like he about to strike out with that bowling ball head of yours. Like, I'm just saying, she's got a bald ass head. And then look, well, if you want to come for me, then by all means, please, because I am willing.
Oh no, we're not gonna slap me.
I'm willing to have that conversation, because this is the type of shit, right? That
he just shows you he's not trying to have a conversation. He just want to come and try to slap you.
But that's what that's why I think comedy has gotten. It has gotten so. And you know what it is? I fucking love comedy, man. Like, the shit that I want to do on Monster Media channel, I want to be able to do comedy stuff. But it's like, it's gotten to a point where, like, yo, you cannot crack on anybody. Yeah. You cannot crack on anybody. Like, there are too many rules. There are too many fucking boundaries that are unforeseen, right? That just, like, there's no heads up. There's no, like, he started talking about Jada. It's not like Will starts. You didn't see Will go, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you like chill. Like, you're gonna have to, like, not even one of those like playing around ones. I'm talking about like one of those like, nah, bro. Like, nah, chill. Like, none of those. Like how in God's name is this guy supposed to know? If you're keeping your shit secret, so much to your own, you don't want everybody in your business. If you see her, she's, like you said, she's been cutting her hair for the last 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. So how is anybody supposed to know, outside of it being, publicized, that she's been dealing with the disorder?
Exactly.
But y'all are making it seem like she just went through chemotherapy.
And not for nothing, who the hell knows? Yo, fucking Chris Rock could have been putting her on. Like, yo, you should probably do a G.I.
Fuck,
Jane
man.
too.
And
You know what I'm
there are a ton of bootlicking feminists that would absolutely watch that shit and go crazy. They will fucking hover the fucking AMC theater for that shit, man. Like they should have for like they shouldn't have for Matrix Revolutions, because that shit was ass, bro. That shit was fucking ass, man. And I mean, obviously, you know, she didn't play a big part in it because it is what it is. You know, she was just there. You know, which is a kind of like a lot of the Matrix, you know, movies. Now that you speak about it,
no, it's crazy, Mike. But she did play a big part. In the movie, you're
talking about in this particular one, Matrix Revolutions?
Yeah, it's the screen time. Yeah, she didn't have a lot of time, but she played a huge part. Why? Because she embellished the mother goddess principle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything was garnering on her approval and all that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the leader. That whole movie was like,
that's
wash away men. Yeah, and let's just, you know, his whole all-female shit, Trinity. Now she's the one.
Yeah,
obviously. Sorry, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
The one turned into the two. Like, like this shit is. Oh man, I was so upset leaving that movie. And honestly, it had me thinking, you know, maybe I am misogynistic, man. Like, I don't know, like why did they have to do it to that? That's no, I'm not gonna die because
that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother episode.
They fucked up a whole fucking they fucked up my favorite movie of all time.
Wait, we didn't do an episode on that.
Nah, man. I think we were just too miffed about that whole thing that we just were like, fuck this shit. I'm not.
Yeah, we like blocked it out.
Nah, bro. Like the whole every time I see anything about me, I'm just thinking in my head like. They fucked me up, bro. Like I'm good on that. And obviously, guys, it was gonna be bad when the Wachowski brothers turned into the Wachowski sisters. I should have known. Should have known, man.
But anyway, so you guys know, obviously, you know, we're big Matrix fans. Obviously, I loved the Matrix, the trilogy, the original trilogy. Loved it. One of the greatest pieces of work I think ever. I love the cinematography. I love the fight scenes. All of it. It was so cool. Sci-fi. You know, very original story. I even love the video games. It was amazing. And then years later down the line, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do Matrix 4," and I was like, how can you really?
Yeah, just leave that alone.
How can you really do it? But obviously they went and they tried it, and now I see now I see why they wanted to do it, because they wanted to fucking just basically, like, you know what, shit on the past. Ultimately, Morpheus failed. Ultimately, Neo failed.
My God,
ultimately, the men failed.
Yeah, now it wasn't about money. It wasn't about money, because if it was about money, they lost money. Yeah. They lost a huge amount of money putting together whatever that you know, combobulated nonsense was, making Neo look like a full-on bitch. I don't know how you go from being on top, being the savior of all universe, and then you end up being some befuddled fucking, you know, like imp that just can't even put two words together in a sentence. Mind you, you're a programming genius, but you can't talk. Like this shit. Okay, all right. I digress. So back to, you know, for all of this to be said, we kind of want to, because we didn't want to do a long episode, guys. You know, we kind of wanted to just give our quick take on this. You know, for me to just sum up my view on this, I just honestly think that this was the corniest display of manhood that you could possibly ask for. And for all of you, you know, you set trippers, you know what I'm saying? All you guys are out here, you know, that are toting and out here doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Fucking up people left and right, you know what I'm saying? Your name's in it, ring hard in these streets. Okay, cool. Like, if that's what you get off on, you know, smacking up dudes that are, you know, twice less your size, you know, all because they make a nondescript joke about your wife, not knowing full context. You know, they don't know the full context as to why her hair is the way it is, and yet you choose to go on a band-toking you know, crusade to slap the ever-loving taste out of people's mouths. If we live in that type of society, then well, sign me up, because there's going to be a lot of hands that I'm going to be throwing in defense, because I will continue to make these jokes. And honestly, God bless Chris Rock, because I genuinely thought he was going to go the underhand route and just be like, ooh, oh, damn, you slapped the shit out of me. But I didn't see you slap the shit out of Alcina when he was piping your wife a couple years ago. But hey, man, hey, look, if you got to get some practice slaps on me, it's all good. It's all good, man.
For real, easily. And it could have had everybody dying, because I would have been over there like, oh,
man, I would have been crying to this day.
All right.
Yeah, man.
You slapped me, but you was crying on the red table.
Yeah, you over here
with your wife talking about
tears,
getting her cheese clapped by a fucking a D- levels singer.
Yeah.
Although I do like a lot of his songs,
Dead.
but he is D level. So
Dead.
he's actually
Let him come out with a song called Entanglement. Talking, whispering sweet nothings about the love he had for you. Oh man. See, oh no. This is a quick one, so I'm not gonna. I'll let that die. I'll let that die. You can obviously, mass media fans, if you are listening in on this, you can see where, where my viewpoint was. And honestly, if you saw a lot of the shit I posted today, I'm sure you know what side I sit on. The shit wasn't okay.
No, not at all. Yeah, so basically for me, in closing, same thing. I like to separate it because I think it's too easy to bring up the overall context of like what happened with the entanglement. Because I think even you don't have to. I think sometimes when people try to tell a story, they try to embellish too much and then it takes away. I think that could be an issue here because again, ultimately, he transgressed on Chris Rock over something that should not have precipitated that reaction. Period.
Yeah,
and that was assault.
Yeah.
So no, you're supposed to be a role model, whether you want to or not. People, especially the way the black community is nowadays, with all the absentee fathers. And these women out here praising and lauding all these black male actors, which is a cool thing. Like my mom loved Denzel. Thanks to my mom, I've seen every Denzel movie ever.
Right.
Ever. That's not even hyperbole. I've literally, thanks to my mother, I've seen every single Denzel Washington movie.
Dead.
So with that being the case, they're put on like this kind of pedestal. So with great power comes great responsibility. So Will Smith, he dropped the ball there, in that moment. And I'm not, again, we don't have to talk about the entanglement. Let's just talk about what happened.
Yes.
The man said something that I'm not even sure if you didn't like it.
Yeah,
the man said something that your wife didn't like.
He was getting that good life.
And then you went up there and did that. No, man, no. That was a huge moment of weakness. And what Denzel said to you was correct, but it looks like you failed. When you're on top, when you're at your highest point, that's when the devil comes for you. And you showed that you just can't handle that. So the fact that he even said that, Denzel said that, after all that, it's like, bro, like what nigga, you failed because you went and slapped a nigga on TV. So how is that? It's like, carry the two. 1+1.
Looks like the devil took you, took you for a journey. Like,
for real.
Because that's not a small walk to the stage, by the way, too. He had to make his way up there, knowing full well what his intentions were. The devil was wild and ready to go for that man on Sunday night, man. Come on.
And then like you slap a man. Like, it's not even like you said, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. It's like, because real fast. Now, obviously, slapping is one of the highest forms of disrespect out there. Slapping somebody, what do you say? Spitting on somebody, peeing on somebody, unless that's what you're into. But for the most part, like those things are just like so disrespectful. But normally, when you go about that, I'm about to disrespect you, let them know, like, yo, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm basically telling you, you ain't shit, and I'm gonna disrespect you. But like, you don't just go up there and not let the nigga know. The nigga's hands, Chris Rock had his hands behind his back.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he didn't know what he was gonna do.
God,
and so and then you slap and turn away, like, oh, like I just disrespected him.
But
you look like a bitch though, dude, because the nigga hands was behind his back.
His jacket.
Yeah, it's not like you was just like, yo, you know what, yo, stop saying that about my wife or else whatever. And then he kept going, and then you got up and slapped him. That's totally different. All right, hey, you gave that nigga fair warning. Yeah. Then you got up, then he should have been
conversation.
Thinking, like, okay, maybe he might about to do something. Yeah, whether it's the Oscars or not, I don't know. But no, that wasn't the case. You were just laughing 1 second, nigga. Then you got the fuck up and then slapped him. Like, come on. That don't even add up. It don't even add, that. And Chris Rock probably didn't even. He probably wanted to slap the nigga back or punch him, but you know what? He probably was in shock. Like, well, first of all, I didn't expect that. 1, 2. This is the Oscars
from Mr. Positivity himself.
Yeah, exactly. This guy all the time on his fucking IG channel. IG page, like, oh yeah, positivity, this and that. And that's like,
it's like, follow me as we go ahead around the world and check it out, all the amazing things that the world has to offer. Cut to pow. Yeah. Yeah, this motherfucker, man. He was fucking
Yeah,
straight up
for
powering
real.
up out here, bro. Like,
Oh
shit's
yeah,
crazy.
hitting another quote unquote black man. Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah, man.
come on. But yeah, man, that's basically it, y'all. Like he did some. Like I
Did
do
some
not
fucking
condone that. Mike doesn't condone that.
nah, I don't condone
Most real brothers out there or men, whoever. Because I know we get the Rainbow Coalition that watches this
Yeah.
particular channel.
I'm fucking
Nah, if you hear a dude saying something contrary to what we're saying, you should be looking at them side eye like.
yeah. You should be like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, like,
yeah, man.
nah.
It's like you good? Like you deal you going through something? Like you good in the head? Yeah, man. So, and that's kind of where I wanted this to do a quick take on this because I've seen some people that have been bandwagoning, protect all women, protect this and protect that, and it's just like and it's like, oh, if you had a wife, and somebody made a status saying, it's very clear that if you smack that you guys are good with your wife being disrespected on live TV. I'm just like, wow, the
What?
fact that we're able to surmise and then extrapolate and then create that conclusion based upon me choosing to take the high road and seeing what's really important, which is my family and in our legacy, based off one little GI Jane joke, which in grand scheme of things, I highly doubt is going to cause that much strife and turmoil in her life. Yes, it may have hurt her feelings. I'm not going to deny that. But for us to sit here and act like she is being succumbing to an excruciating amount of bullying when, as my co-host mentioned, she's been doing the short hair look for years. You know what I mean? So if she hasn't been called a bald headed crazy hoe before, it's not gonna stop now. The internet is fucking devious. The internet is undefeated. Look at the memes now. Like I would very be pressed to believe that this is gonna be helping his points. And I don't think he was doing it for points. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing it for. I don't even think he knows because he was laughing 1 minute and the next minute he's slapping the 2-bit, extra crispy with a side of fries, and a milkshake, to Chris's face. So,
Mike, I just pulled up something that I saw on Facebook that I wanted to talk about regarding this situation or pertaining to this situation. I'm not going to say the poster's name, obviously, but I'm just going to read it. When I read this shit, I was like, huh. What the fuck? So, look, I'm just going to read. So it states, black women deserve to be protected, but so do black men. First of all, I don't know why he would start a sentence with the word "but." But anyway, I'm sorry. That's me being.
A lot of people don't know how to to use the word "but" because if they do know it, it knows that they would know it negates everything you say in the previous sentence. That's kind of the whole point of "but."
Exactly. It's like, that's why when people say "but," it's like, okay, here we go.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
hey,
everything you said is a fucking lie.
Yeah,
like,
you're really great at your job, but there's a few things that you can work on. So basically, I'm not getting my damn job.
There's a few. No, it's not even a few things because it's like you're really good at your job, but just so you know, there's quite a. Shit, man. Let me get my glasses. Hold on a second. Just we took notes. We had a company meeting yesterday without you. Wait, what? What the fuck? How did we get here? Like,
just sign here and initial there, and
man. Just you'll be all right.
Black women deserve to be protected. Period. But so do black men. Chris Rock made a bad joke, but Will's reaction was one of frustration. And a lot of that frustration is from the public embarrassment he's endured from Jada. Chris Rock deserved to be checked, but Will's been getting bullied for a while now, and that should be part of the conversation. So no, let's stop there. Let's stop there. Playing the baby violin.
Sorry, I didn't. My finger slipped.
You see my baby violin?
Yeah, you're stupid. Yeah, my finger slipped. My bad. Yeah.
So basically, y'all, check this out. Has Will been bullied? No.
Jesus of Nazareth.
No. What people make observations, and they speak on said observations. Will was in a knowing, open marriage. Again, that's why I'm befuddled as to why the motherfucker was crying. It's not like he came in and walked in on August and Jada like, oh my God, I'm so surprised. I had no idea. That's a whole different, way we can go. But that's not what happened. Will knew, and I'm pretty sure Will had chicks that he was fucking, but he didn't want to say that because he was trying to build up Jada. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All these Hollywood marriages are open.
Yeah, he was busting cheeks. That I'm not.
Come on,
that I'm well.
It's Will goddamn Smith. So
ain't no way.
So no, Will being bullied. That's not being bullied. If someone says, "Yo, you were letting your wife get her cheeks clapped by another dude," now I'm bullying you by saying that that's some fucking crazy shit, and I would never let that happen. I'm bullying you because you went on her show and cried like a bitch. Again, I don't know why, because you knew August was doing it. Y'all knew. Y'all all knew. Y'all were all Confederate. So you're being bullied because you put yourself in that position. Because if you really felt that way, why did you remain with her? I mean, at the end of the day, nigga, like, case in point, you just won an Oscar, not her. You're the main breadwinner. You could have divorced her ass back then. She could have took half, and off the Oscar you just got, and that movie, you good. You Gucci. And last time I checked, fucking Jaden the little fag boy.
Hey, man. Yo, what are you doing, man?
What?
God damn, yo. We almost got to the end, bro. We can't, man.
Yo, he's 18 or 20 something like that.
I don't care, man. We can't, yo. Like, he cannot.
Yo,
not getting fired because of your ass.
No offense. Obviously, no offense.
Oh, man, it's too late for that, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, but you all know he's confused.
Yes, okay, that's fine. That's fine, but please, Aaron.
Yeah. And I think Willow over 18 too. So he wasn't gonna have to pay no damn child support. Let Jada take half back then and go run off with August. So like, it only benefited her to stay together because it's not like y'all the power couple on a level of Giselle and Tom Brady.
Yeah, that shit got disintegrated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not on that level. Like, it's like Will and Jada. Like this.
August had her like.
Yeah. So it's like, come on. So no, I have no sympathy for you in that. I don't have sympathy for most dudes. Period. I think a big problem is, and he's like, oh, it should be about the mental health of black men. Nah, nigga, nah. Wanna know why? Because no one gives a fuck about how you feel as a man. Period. The sooner you understand that, the better off you'll be. No one gives a fuck about how you feeling. If you sad, you down, or some shit hurt you, or your girlfriend broke your damn heart in middle school, high school, whatever the case may be. No one gives a shit. Because you know what? I'll tell you from my own experience, I hate to hear a grown ass man bitch. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up and deal with it, deal with it. Tell me how you're gonna overcome that shit. Wanna know why? Because one of my mentors, I will call him, years ago said to me, he said, because I was complaining about something, and he said, like, yo, he stopped me mid sentence. He's like, hold, stop. So I'm like, the fuck? I'm not done telling you about this bullshit. And then he was like, look, he's like, hey, look, everybody comes to me with problems. I got enough of that.
Woo.
How about you come to me with solutions? And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, exactly. Everybody got problems, dude. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Solutions. Come up with the damn solutions. That's it.
Oh my God, man. No, please, thank you. That was definitely what was what's needed to cap off this, guys. I mean, my co-host said it best, and I just hope that we can get to a point where this sort of craziness becomes stays the exception, right? And this kind of like, man, because this is nuts, man. We're getting to we say all the time we're living in a crazy clown world, man. And it's very clear that it's not getting it. We're in the darkest of times right now. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I know we tried to end this off a couple like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes ago, but it's all right. You guys get a little bit more content for your viewing pleasure. But I want you guys to take a look, follow us, like, comment, and subscribe. We have
smash the like button.
We have a whole host of platforms, so where you guys get to see a little bit about us and our daily lives. You could follow me at my Instagram page at QFusion, QUEFUSION. I also have a YouTube page at Q Fusion Reacts, where this will also be posted on there. So that way you can see some of the other videos I've done, some of the other reaction videos I've done as well. I'll let my co-host plug his social media channels.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys can check me out on Instagram with the name that you see there. Only difference is that there are underscores between the A's, and also on YouTube, same name. Double A Heff. I have the YouTube channel as well, and also I did want to say this. If you haven't checked out my new short film, check it out. It's called
Yeah.
Addiction. It's on my YouTube channel. Again, that's Double A Heff. Please check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. It was a great experience doing it. But with that being said, obviously I'm in the works to get some more short films out there. If anyone wants to be an extra or whatever, or you have an idea, or maybe you're an actor, or actress, whatever the case may be, hey, let me know. Obviously, I'm always open to doing different things, and again, it's all new to me, so I'm just having fun at this point. But obviously, as Mike knows, and we've spoken about on this channel and also on the old Spotify channel, that mass media was always a bigger idea. It was always a bigger idea. We always thought big. So obviously, with Mike branching out, having his channel that he just plugged you in on, I have my channel. We have this channel, and then now I'm trying to bring in the cinematography to it. Obviously, with that, we can make comedic short films. We can do whatever we want. So now's the time for y'all to jump on, because again, this is grassroots. We're not funded by anybody. I'm not getting. I didn't get clock in for this.
Absolutely.
So we do this for y'all because one, y'all asked for it, and two, y'all appreciate it, and we appreciate giving it to y'all because y'all appreciate it. So we're going to keep on doing that. But obviously, we needed the resources, because obviously Mike and I both have full-time jobs. I'm a father, and a husband. So it's not as easy as we would like it to be. But
absolutely,
we do promise you that we are always thinking about you guys, and we're working diligently to get the material out on a more consistent basis. So if any help that y'all can offer, whether it be to me on my channel, Mike on his channel, to mass media on this channel, whatever the case may be, we are very gracious for that. So thank you, and thank you. Good night.
Good night, y'all. Have a good one.
Are you sure about that?
Q Fusion.